Hey buddy, it's Crazy Guitar 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last one, we went through classic mode as, well, not as Menu 2, but definitely I'm surprised to see this one. We went through classic mode as Mega Man, another newcomer and another third-party character added to the game. Pretty freaking cool to see him now in Smash Brothers. So yeah, it's worth, you know, definitely. He deserves a spot in the game, that's what I'm trying to say. In this episode, however, we're going to be heading through classic mode as one of the original third-party characters added into Smash Brothers and a veteran from Brawl, the Blue Blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. So he's here, he's back, and yeah, so like we'll see, you know. Is he the same as in Brawl? Maybe a little bit different? Who knows? He's got some differences, but we'll go over them briefly throughout the run-through. But first off, his alternate costume. So we have the standard blue costume, blue color, which is based on his modern appearance in Sonic Adventure onwards. We've got a purple outfit, which resembles Knights, a character from Sega's Knights into Dreams. The cuffs are reminiscent of the purple Chaos Emerald. A cyan color, which resembles classic Sonic. The cuffs are reminiscent of the Crystal Ring power-up from Sonic Adventure. A white color, which resembles Silver the Hedgehog. The cuffs are reminiscent of the blue Arc of the Cosmos from Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. A black outfit, in which the color scheme resembles his two-player costume from Sonic the Fighters, albeit with his muzzle, arms, and stomach remaining peach. And the mid-transformation appearance of Dark Sonic from Sonic X. Pretty cool to actually like reference that anime, which is pretty. It's a great anime. I mean, like, go watch it if you haven't, but it's worth it. We have a yellow color, in which the cuffs somewhat resemble Silver's bracelets and are reminiscent of a yellow Chaos Emerald. A green color, in which the cuffs resemble the hand sprite of Knuckles the Echidna in Sonic the Hedgehog 2's special stage checkpoints. And finally, a red color, in which the cuffs are reminiscent of the hand sprite that appears when the player passes through one of Sonic the Hedgehog 2's special stage checkpoints, although the cuffs here are orange. I don't understand why they call this one red when it's like nothing about it is red whatsoever. Maybe the shoes, but I kind of doubt that. So very strange that they call this one red. I don't know why, but they do. They call this one green, I guess because of the cuffs, so I guess that kind of makes sense, but yeah, it doesn't really make much sense for the last one, I will say. But let's go in as, of course, standard classic Sonic. Well, I guess if we're doing classic Sonic, it would be the cyan one, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, Sonic is back. Let's go fight Mega Man. We'll have a third-party fight. And with Mewtwo, sure, I guess, and Robin. Okay, not really third-party anymore. But yeah, so Sonic is back from Brawl, kind of retaining essentially like everything that he had in Brawl with some minor changes. He of course is still the fastest character in the game. His base speed is of course the fastest among anyone else in the game, so that's kind of to be expected, of course. But yeah, so Sonic, he's back. And he's got some minor changes from Brawl. Again, like I mentioned before, everything is roughly the same. There are some minor things that are different. Like, for example, if you guys remember, his down smash actually used to be a kind of like a spin and dash sort of move, where he just kind of goes back and forth for a little bit in his spin dash form. Now, in this game, he actually changes it to a... Hold up. Mewtwo's kind of kicking my ass right now. He changes it to a split attack, which is kind of like a kick on both sides, which I think is a much better improvement. I think it does a lot more than the spin dash down smash that he used to have, in my personal opinion. I think it really is a lot better. So, oh my gosh, man, I hate Yellow Devil so much. Again, I wish like you had the ability to turn off stage hazards in this game, because it is really stupid. Are you kidding me? Of course he goes for me. What a scumbag. Like, go screw yourself, Mega Man. No one loves you. No one loves you. Sonic is much better than you will ever be. Robin, you couldn't get that, maybe? Like, you useless son of a gun. And of course, Mega Man gets that, too. I'm not dying to Mega Man. Out of all characters, I'm not freaking dying to Mega Man. Hold up, I gotta be careful. Okay. I'm surprised I hit. I'm not complaining, though. But yeah, so... Sonic's cool, as you can probably imagine. He's really freaking cool. Let's get this real quick. We already know what this is. This is Sonic freaking Super Sonic. Did he die already? How are you not dead? Thank you. Oh my gosh, Super Sonic is such a terrible Final Smash. Oh, we're just starting off today's episode and we're already just like getting pissed off beyond belief. Man, I don't know why I even go for the hard paths anymore. Like, I feel like I'm just like killing my mental state by going for these hard paths. It's a terrible idea. I should not be going for those anymore. Man, oh man. But yeah, it's the Sonic. Well, let's get into his special moves real quick because they're pretty cool. I mean, they are the exact same as they were back in Brawl, but we might as well go over them again. So first off, we have the neutral special, which is showed off very briefly in the last match. This will be in the homing attack, where he goes vertically upwards into a spin dash form and then homes in onto an opponent. It typically is only an opponent that he homes onto. If there is no one that he can home into, then he typically, if I'm not mistaken, he typically ends up just kind of going in like a random direction, like doing the same animation but just going in a random direction. Sometimes if you aren't careful, he can do it off stage, and then he just kind of sends himself off stage and yeah, just screws himself even more. So you gotta be really careful with that. A lot of time though, when he does do it on stage and he doesn't have anyone to home into, he will just like kind of home into the ground at a diagonal angle. Yeah, so if you actually were to hit the special move button a little earlier, then he will execute the move earlier. So if like you want to have a quicker version of the move, then definitely go for that. Yeah, so that's about that. I mean, it's really it about homing attack. A very simple move to kind of get behind. You know how it works. Yeah, I mean that's really about it. That's the move. So now we have the side special, in which this we'll get into a little bit. This is called the Spin Dash, where you crystal into a ball that you continue charging by holding down the special button, and then release it, and then afterwards you can kind of just go into, you continue in that ball form, and are able to do damage upon ramming into enemies or items. So yeah. It's a move that kind of lasts a few seconds, and you can also jump with it too, so you can kind of catch opponents off guard if you are able to, and can also sometimes be used as a really good horizontal recovery if you're careful with it, because I know you can cancel out of it. I forget how exactly. Actually, I kind of want to kill off Bowser first before I like read more into the spin dash, because I just really need to know how to cancel it. Like, I want to know like every little bit of it. Nice, he died. Yeah, starts rolling, holding it, of course, charges up, increases its speed. In addition to granting intangibility on some frames, it boasts impressive combo and mind game potential, thanks to its ability to be followed up with any aerial attack, and its ability to be cancelled via shielding, respectively. So in order to cancel, you gotta shield the move. And yes, you can also like use the move and go into an aerial attack, which is really helpful. It's a very good tactic I see a lot of Sonic players use, and I use it myself personally. Yeah, so I mean, we can show it off very briefly. It also boasts horizontal recovery potential when it is jump canceled immediately upon releasing the special button, which turns a dash into a spin shot, a quick long-ranged short hop that can be performed either on the ground or in the air. Oh great, we have Knuckle Joe. Man, hold up, I want to show it. Oh great, I want to show this off real quick, but I don't know how, because now we got a freaking bomb that's here. Yeah, see how I can do that and then just go into like an aerial attack like almost immediately. So it's a very, why does he get that's so stupid. That's not even fair, man. It's not even fair at this point. Did he actually like not get hit by that at all? Okay, he did good. Luckily it still counted as him being hit. But yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with the spin dash. It's a very good move to use, especially to like catch people off guard, and you can like obviously shield. Wait, hold up. What was it? Jump cancel? By immediately releasing the shield button. Huh? In what world? Get out of here. Give me that. Damn, I missed that so bad. Oh, we got that at least. That's good. Okay, thanks for the explosion. That's really nice. Okay, but you know how it works. It's a pretty cool move. There's a lot you can do with the spin dash. You have a lot of different, you know, ways to like perform with the move itself. So yeah, definitely recommend using it. That's for sure. Let me try and kill that freaking Wario. He's such a pain in the ass. I actually got that. Nice. I'm surprised. Boom. Okay, you know what? That works. I don't know what happened, but we'll take it. And there we go. That's the spin dash itself. So pretty cool. Pretty cool move to use. And we showed it off very briefly, but there is now his up special, which we have the spring jump, where Sonic pulls out a spring and uses it to springboard into the air. It's primarily used for recovery, of course. It can also be useful in partaking in combos. The spring itself can also be used to gimp recovering opponents underneath Sonic. So the actual like jump off the spring jump doesn't do anything itself. Here's how it works on the stage, where it actually like stays implanted into the stage onto the floor, and can be used over and over again by Sonic a few times, as well as other opponents. If you were to use it in air, however, he shoots it downwards, which can be used as a very, very brief projectile against enemies. So let me show it off we showed off a little bit just a moment ago. Let me show it off a little bit here. So see how you can like hit enemies off stage with it too? So yeah, it's a very, very helpful one. I like personally using for just like screwing over enemies off stage. It's very, very helpful. Very, very helpful of a gimping move to use against enemies. Springing does a little bit of damage, not much, but like what really matters is like how it just like kind of puts them in just like that really brief, awkward position by getting hit by the spring itself, of course, and then of course having to act out immediately out of it, be like, oh shoot, now I gotta do this again. So it is a very, very useful tactic to use against opponents, I will say. Good recovery actually sends Sonic pretty far up, pretty high vertically, but of course it is a really good gimping move. So yeah, that's a spring. There's not really much else to say about it. It's as simple as that. But finally, we have one more special attack to go over. This one is very, very similar to the spin dash itself. Very, very similar. Also, I guess one thing I should probably mention about the up special is that once Sonic uses it, he won't be put into freefall mode. He will not be able to do anything unless he touches the ground or it gets hit, but once he does use the recovery, he can actually like still attack and whatnot. He can, but the only thing is that he won't be able to use any other special attacks after using the recovery. So keep that in mind. But yeah, now let's go into his down special, which is very similar, like I mentioned, to the spin dash, and this is called the spin charge. So it's the same, where Sonic goes into his ball form, but it's a spin dash that he charges. Whoa, that he charges by mashing the special button instead of just holding it, and basically just performs the exact same way as a spin dash, but has more momentum and hits multiple hits instead of just the one hit. It also has significantly different aesthetics, which of course, like I mentioned, requires button mashing in order to charge, and can become a spin shot like spin dash. However, it lacks a short hop at the beginning and cannot be cancelled in any way. It can only become a spin shot when used in the air. So yeah, this is how it works. Well, that's a side special, I should say. Yeah, so that's how that one works. In the air, you can jump again with it. So yeah. Hold up, I'm gonna show it off. It's hard to use it properly. How do I don't know how that spin, like, jump thing works. I'm a little bit confused on that. That almost killed me, by the way. Let me get the heck out of here. Oh, that could have been very bad, but luckily we're just good at this game. That's debatable, but that is very debatable. He's gonna do the slice again, isn't he? He's gonna do this. Oh, run, Sonic. That was really good. See, man says like so much speed. Really? Okay. Let me do this then. Yeah, homie attack. Let's get it. So, I mean, there really is not much to really say about the spin charge. Again, it works almost the same as the spin dash with again, some very minor differences. One of the biggest, of course, being the need to charge this one by mashing the button instead of holding it, and then some other different things that do differentiate it a little bit from the spin dash, but again, it's not too much. There's some, I will say, there are some moments where the spin charge could be a little bit more useful than a spin dash, but again, it's like, I mean, I guess I can't really say much about it because I'm not much of a Sonic player, so I don't know a lot of the specifics between the two moves. Maybe there is a lot more to the moves themselves, which makes like one objectively a lot better than the other, depending on the circumstance. Again, you know, if I played Sonic a lot more than I could really say, but I can't, so, you know. But like, you know, if there is a lot more to the two of them that, you know, is useful in like knowing, then please let me know down in the comments if you like do know Sonic and like how he works. Yeah, I mean, I would love to know if there's actually like more to the two moves that allows for Sonic to be like, to like use them at different circumstances, depending on like what could be potentially like better for him to use, you know? Is that there's a multi-hit one? I mean, I guess like the momentum from like from this version is really good, but then like the one-hit functionality of the regular spin dash can be more useful. I don't know. It's hard to say. You do have a little bit more maneuverability, I feel, with the standard spin dash, but yeah. But that's about it. That's Sonic. A very spin dash heavy, I will say. Definitely goes into his ball form quite a lot. But I mean, still a classic character, and still really cool to see in Smash. So, yeah. Okay, Sonic, let's get it. Let's get these credits rolling. You know, it's crazy how like we're actually like kind of getting close to finishing classic mode. Finally, right? It's been like, what, this is episode like 48, I believe? Yeah, and we're still not even done with classic mode. That's insane. At this point in Melee, if we were like still doing Melee, we would be done. We would be almost done with all. Oh, sorry, with that. Was it All Star? I think. Wait, did I do? I think it was Adventure that I did second. Yeah. Yeah, we would almost be done with Adventure mode with everyone at this point in time. Episode 50 would be the last episode of Adventure mode. So, yeah, kind of crazy how we're still in Classic. But, I mean, it makes sense. There's a lot of characters to go through in this game. You know, each Smash game, they add more and more characters. So it's kind of, you know, it makes sense that we're gonna see a lot of episodes for each of these modes, each of these different modes. But I mean, like, if y'all are willing to stick around and watch me, you know, and watch my mental decrease by doing all these episodes, then like, hey, feel free to stick around. It's gonna be worth it, that's for sure. And then obviously at the end, oh, there's so much to show off though. We still gotta do All-Star mode after this, which I'm actually very excited about. I do like me some All-Star mode. We're gonna have a new mode to show off later on after All-Star mode. Gonna have some, we're gonna move into Wii U at some point. Oh, that's gonna be great. I cannot wait to play Smash Wii U. That is for sure. I love Smash Wii U so much. So many good memories of that game. I do have a lot of good memories of Smash 3DS, of course I do. But I feel like I have more memories of Smash Wii U because I played that one a lot more. I had, you know, that was like one of the first games I ever like recorded on the channel, for goodness sake. I start off with Mario Galaxy, but you know, Smash Wii U was like very, very close by. I remember doing like the first Smash Battles video with like Conrad and Jeff and Ralph. Like, that was crazy. That was so long ago too. That's 2016, like August of 2016. That's how many years at this point? 8 years? Goodness me, I'm so old. 8 years ago. I've been doing this for 8 years. We're gonna be going up to... Oh, hey, okay, we technically did that? So that's interesting. Yeah, we quote-unquote cleared Classic of every fighter, which is not technically true, but you do get that notification when you do complete it with this main screen of fighters. There are still, of course, the extra fighters and then 3 secret fighters that we're going to check out soon enough. But first off, let's go into training mode. Let's check out Sonic and his taunts and his final smash. We checked out his final smash, obviously, but or did we? Yeah, we did. Okay, I was forgetting if that was this episode. Let's check it out again because we can. So first off, his taunts. Fun fact, actually, his voice actor in this game is different from what it was in Brawl. That's why he sounds a little bit different than what he did back in Brawl. So just kind of letting you know if you are curious about that. So first off, his up taunt. Nice little like tisk tisk thing he does while doing like a little front flip and doing a little pose. We got his side taunt, which is one of my personal favorites. Now this one is called Sonic Speed, where he does his running in place animation. back in Brawl, obviously, he used to say, "You're too slow," in a very taunting manner. I really wish it kept it, but I hate the fact that he changed it to freaking Sonic Speed, which is, I mean, it's fine, but the "You're too slow" is the best. Oh, I wish it kept that in. And finally, his down taunt. That's a little "come on" while doing like a breakdancing animation, similar to like, I guess like Sheik's down smash almost. But yeah, so that's Sonic's taunts. Again, basically the same, but with like just different voice acting and with a different line for a side taunt. But now, of course, we know this one. We got the Super Sonic's final smash, where he transforms into Super Sonic from the Sonic the Hedgehog games. And while he is in his Sonic mode, the Super Sonic mode, he is able to go very fast across the screen, very fast, and he's able to ram into opponents. And while he does ram into opponents, he does knockback and damage into them. The fast ram, the different like speeds of ram that you were to like hit an opponent with do very different amounts of like knockback and damage. So like you kind of want to try and rely on like the faster ram, the faster like hits on the opponent to like really do the most with the attack. And yeah, I mean, like, there's not much else to it. He is invincible during this duration when he is in Super Sonic, and he can fly in any chosen direction depending on where the control stick / circle pad is tilted. The longer the control stick is held in a certain direction, the faster and more damaging his ram attack will be. I'm pretty sure one other thing is that he cannot die while in Sonic Speed. Yeah, and like in this Sonic style. So he cannot die whatsoever. But see how like he does a lot more damage when he's like a lot faster, which I guess makes sense. It does make a lot of sense. It's just like the velocity and all that. So, I mean, yeah, that's about it for Sonic Speed. Why do I keep saying Sonic Speed? Super Sonic, gosh, that freaking Saiton is like ingrained to my head now for some reason. But yeah, so you know that Sonic the Hedgehog, the boy himself. The main star of the Sonic the Hedgehog series. He's an easygoing hedgehog who blows past the competition with his speed. Seriously, on the ground he's faster than anyone else in Smash Bros. Use this to your advantage, avoiding blows while landing lightning fast attacks. There we have it. I mean, that's Sonic. He's a fast guy. That's his main shtick. It really is. But I mean, just an iconic character in gaming history, and it's really cool that he's just in Smash, you know, with Brawl being his first iteration. He was really fun in Brawl, but he definitely did get a lot better in Smash 4, I will say. He is very solid in this game. But yeah, so that is it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. In the next one, we're going to be heading to Classic Mode once again, but as a very interesting fighter, a set of fighters technically. There's something in this game called, hold up, let's go back real quick. We got something in this game called Mii Fighters. There are 3 different Mii Fighters that we can go through Classic Mode with, each of them giving us a different trophy and a different, I think the same, basically a different trophy and whatnot, a different reward for completing it with them. But definitely, like, yeah, we're gonna be going through with the Mii Fighters, specifically with the Mii Brawler in the next episode. We're gonna be creating our own Mii Fighter in the next episode. It's gonna be pretty cool. So I just want to show it off. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It's gonna be pretty nice to check out. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do this. My fault. Let's go back into Classic Mode real quick, and yeah, let's end it off here. So yeah, next time we're going through as the first of the Mii Fighters. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, the second channel, the music channel, and the VOD channel. They're all down below in the description. And I'll see everyone in the next one. Pop-Tart out.